7 men, 5 women. They are deciding the future of Lenawee County farmer dee-warner right now.
He's accused of killing his wife, Dee-Warner, in 2021 and hiding her body in an anhydrous ammonia tank.
Yeah, jurors have gone home for the day, we understand. We do know that they requested to see a lengthy list of exhibits that they wanted to see again, and they will get back at it, we understand, tomorrow morning at 9.
Melissa Andrews is in Adrian with a recap as the jury wraps up deliberations for today.
Prosecutors told jurors the evidence shows a pattern of control leading up to Dee-Warner's death. They pointed to testimony that Dale-Warner tracked his wife's movements thousands of times through her vehicle's location services, installed a GPS tracker on her vehicle, and tried to clone her phone.
That it's being accessed at 7:08 a.m. by Dale-Warner. And what is being done on that app? The vehicle is being unlocked. We know Dee-Warner kept her purse locked in her vehicle. Dale-Warner says it himself on April 25th to Austin Hall. She keeps her car locked. She was looking for her keys. It's locked. Everything's a secret. Her purse has never been found.
They argued the couple's marriage was deteriorating and that Dee planned to confront Dale about divorce and selling their businesses the night before she disappeared. The state laid out a timeline they say shows Warner killed his wife inside their home the morning of April 25th, 2021, then used farm equipment to move her body to a spray barn on the property. Surveillance video, prosecutors say, shows him later gathering tools and welding equipment and spending more than 2 hours in that barn, time they believe he used to cut open and weld shut a tank containing her body.
Defendant duct taped her mouth and her nose so that she could not breathe again. Those were all conscious decisions. 1, 2, 3, 4. Every one of them. We want you to return a verdict of guilty first-degree murder and tampering with evidence.
The defense told jurors the state's case is built entirely on assumptions. Attorney Mary Chartier argued there is no physical evidence tying Warner to a killing, no blood, no signs of a struggle, and no proof that Dee-Warner even died that day.
Now, as it relates to Dr. Cho, please remember that he said he could not tell by the condition of Ms. Warner's body what the date of death was. He couldn't tell the date, the month, or the year based on the body's condition. The only way that he gets to April 25th, 2021 is because that's when people tell him was the last time that Ms. Warner was seen. Ms. Warner's date of death is actually unknown because Dr. Cho could not determine it. Dr. Cho doesn't know the time of Ms. Warner's death. Dr. Cho does not know the place of Ms. Warner's death. Dr. Cho also does not know what caused the blunt force injuries.
She pointed to GPS data and surveillance showing Warner working throughout the day on farm equipment while multiple employees and family members were freely able to move around the property.
If he had killed his wife, is he really going to leave the property and let people roam around wherever they want? He goes out spraying. Numerous witnesses, including Mr. Lally, Zach Bach, and Raquel Bach, said that the Warners never locked their house. It was always unlocked, anyone could walk right in, and that's what they did on April 25th, 2021.
The defense also criticized investigators for failing to fully explore other potential suspects and argued the timeline prosecutors presented simply doesn't fit. In rebuttal, prosecutors said the timeline does work and argued Warner deliberately chose the spray barn because it had no cameras. They also said the lack of blood evidence is not unusual in cases involving blunt force trauma and strangulation. The jury got the case at 3:39 this afternoon, and they will begin deliberations here at the courthouse tomorrow morning starting at 9. Reporting in Adrian, Melissa Andrews, WTOL 11.
And as the trial comes to a close and the jury begins its deliberations, we are asking the community what they think will happen next. Michael Sandlin spoke to people in and around Adrian earlier today and has more from outside the courthouse.
Innocent or guilty? That's the question people here in Lenawee County are asking tonight as this years-long case finally comes to a close. The people I spoke with in town, both on and off camera, say all the evidence the prosecution has demonstrated points to one clear answer. Dale did it.
And there seems to be a lot of evidence towards Dale Warner doing this, and my feelings is that I think he's guilty.
I definitely think that he's guilty.
They were saying in this article that welding is never done in the barn, and he had it there. What's that?
I saw the picture of her wrapped up in the fertilizer tank, and I couldn't imagine doing that to my husband or someone I loved, and then to look the kids in their eyes and just not feel anything.
Now, it's hard to tell how long it's going to take for the jury to come back with that verdict, but once they do, we'll see if they agree with these people on the outside looking in. Reporting in Adrian, I'm Michael Sandlin, WTOL 11.
Well, make sure you join us over on WTOL 11 Plus tonight after the 6 o'clock news. At 6:35, former Judge Gary Byers will join us live for an in-depth legal analysis. You can download WTOL 11 Plus on your TV and watch for free.